What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel, man. I'm super excited to be back in the studio with Scott. We got some fresh content rolling up.
Game two. I don't know where to start. Sorry. Fans actually drying my eyes. So we're gonna retake all that.
Yahtzee! What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I'm super excited to be back in the studio with Scott today.
We're gonna have fun. It's game two. Can't wait to do some commentary on it. Let's see what changed between the last game and this one.
Yeah, guys, be sure to like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you can catch all 4 parts of this video series as we play game 2. Other than that, let's jump right in the action.
All right, so here we are, hand one of the tournament. We're gonna get the whole cam going around so you guys can see what the players fold this time. So that's a little new adjustment to this tournament.
Brian still struggles showing his cards to the camera. That's not new.
That's not new. We did have a talk about it though, so we'll see if an adjustment gets made.
What are you doing, Tad?
So yeah, what's up with Tad here calling with 2-3?
I
Just wants to see maybe he just likes to see the first hand.
I mean, he is on the button. There's a lot of limps.
I mean, we've seen flops come out 2-2-3, so I mean stuff happens, but obviously you see he wound up with a 2% chance to win the hand. So let's see what we got here. Who's got the best of it?
Ray has the best of it currently with top pair. Brian's got a pair and is open-ended. OJ's open-ended. And Rob has a gut shot.
Yeah, so I figure we see some straight draws and pairs fight out some.
Yeah, I got out in a hurry. I just played because I was a small blind getting a discount. All right, well, there we go. Now we've got 2 people with Broadway. So the equity here shows 0% for everybody, but that's obviously not the case because 2 people have a full straight.
Yeah, so this is chop equity. They're both winning.
Yeah, they're both winning.
I think, yeah, he's got nothing, and they're both just chopping it up.
Yep. But that's how our percentages works. It's based on what your chance to win the pot is, not on your chance to split it or chop it up with someone.
What's the policy on masturbation?
None.
It's frowned upon.
Zero tolerance. Zero tolerance.
All right, going right into hand 3 of the tournament. Brian's going to start us off with a 10 jack.
10 jack offsuit.
He's going to kick it up a little bit. He's going to kick to 175. He's going to tie some folds down the row.
Uh-oh. Someone's got him dominated.
That'd be my buddy here in the booth with his domination. The jack over the king. And OJ wants to see if he can make some connected hearts.
Yeah.
Some people call this connected. I don't know. Do you consider those connected?
It is. It's I'd still call it a gapper. Suited one gapper, I believe is the professional term.
Suited one gapper.
Yeah. It's not something like 9-6 suited or 9-5 suited. I mean, it could be worse. Speaking of hearts, he's actually picking them up. I've got top pair. Jordan has a runner straight flush draw.
Done. I mean, so does OJ.
Yeah. I mean, I guess.
He can pick up that 6-8.
No, you can't pick up the 6. Jordan's got it.
Oh, he does have it. You're right.
Yeah. All right, so OJ improves-ish. He's got a pair and some hearts, so he's still not winning, but he's got a lot more equity now.
You definitely got to put pressure on him. So the 1K, he calls it quick.
Yep.
And a
he's
quick
never folding.
quick call is pretty indicative of a draw. If you ever read
like it.
If you ever read a poker book, that comes up a lot.
Jordan folded too soon. He could have made a straight there. That 8 on the river makes it for him. Runner, gut shot.
Mm-hmm. But I agree with Jordan on the fold. Don't go for gut shots. Not in that situation.
I thought OJ was going to try to steal it on the river. That's why I checked it to him.
All right, guys. Hand 7. Brian's getting the cards out to everybody. Miles under the gun. He's gonna fold his shitty 8-4, and OJ is gonna look up at Queen 8, and he's gonna decide that Queen 8's worth checking out a flop. At least trying to get to one.
Little GoPro confusion.
So we see Ray here playing on a cell phone there in the bottom left of the screen.
Yeah.
That's gonna be important in a minute.
Yeah. I'm just glad he's not looking at, like, erotic pictures of his old lady or something.
Yeah, right.
This would get real awkward.
All right, so I look down at Jack Queen, kick it up a little bit, 200 on top of the 2550. And
Brian hasn't even acted yet. Ray's already got chips in the middle. What is that?
he did. And
He had
he
the
said,
blind level wrong and everything. He said raise and tried to make it 150.
yeah, he said raise. He didn't know what he was doing. Paying attention to his phone, not the poker table. So he meant to raise the 50 to 150, and it had to raise my 200 to 400.
So we forced him to raise to 400 to the
Yeah.
click raise. Okay.
So everyone thinks he's not as
Wow.
strong as he is. So everyone's gonna pretty much just come along and call.
Well, and the problem is now you got people that call 350 to win 2,000. You
Yeah.
know, like nobody's folding at this point. Well, that flop's got to be good for somebody.
So I hit part of what I want to hit, but I want to hit that without an ace on the flop. So I'm assuming here that someone's got an ace.
Ray's got the 8th. So he's definitely dominating here. Tad's got a little gut shot action.
So check out Ray's little smooth check there, hoping someone else bets at it.
I know, like he's really good at
I like
taking
that.
advantage of stuff like that. Like,
Yeah.
oh, I screwed up earlier. Let me just play on that. Like,
Let's see if anyone's biting on it. Not even me.
no. All right.
That was that was a good play. Good hand, Ray.
Yeah, works out. Pay more attention next time, though. Stay off your
Yes.
phone. And that goes for everybody else playing poker in your local casinos. Put your phones away.
All right, hand 8. Very next hand. Ray's dishing out the cards. And we got OJ under the gun.
Man, what's up with 4-8 under the gun?
Twice in a row. At least it was appropriately mucked both times.
Yeah, 7-9 probably could have followed it. Did he just muck ace-9?
Maybe I didn't like the position. Just mid.
I mean, how do you muck ace-9? Was it ace-9?
Suited?
Holy shit, it was ace-9 suited. What are you doing? How do you muck that? Your opponents think 7-9 offsuit is good to play.
Yeah, he had him crushed. Raise it ace-9 suited. I'd probably kick it a little. And granted, anyone re-kicks me, I'm assuming they have a better kicker ace or a pocket pair, but let's see how the flop comes.
That's true, and I'm not trying to bash Jordan or nothing, you know what I mean? Like, but I'm surprised to see ace-9 of spades go in the trash.
And then here come 2 spades on the flop.
Oh, I know. Like, he'd have dominated this. And nobody else really has anything. Rob's got a gut shot. Tad's got a pair of 5s. I have a pair of 5s. I have 2 pair. Hey, look at me with 2 pair. Jack 5 all day.
And 150, such a small bet. Like, Jordan could absolutely call 150 if
Yeah.
he'd played his ace-9.
I don't know if he'd have got there, but it's, you know,
We'll see if this one gets the river.
he'd have
He
made an
didn't.
ace. He'd have lost money.
It would have got
Yeah.
hurt, but
Still, I wouldn't have played my hand if Jordan played his with a raise. But not bashing him. Well played, Jordan. Appreciate the chips. Love the opportunity to make them 2 pair.
Oh, Ray sucked out on me really bad.
Couple
One
times,
hand.
didn't
Real bad.
Couple
One hand I trapped you.
I know it was
Shove.
at least one. Yeah, I know it was one.
I
that was
trapped
real
you
bad.
really bad, and I was like, all he's got to do is shove on the river. He does it every time. He did. No, he shoved on the turn and then hit the river. I had to pay you like half my stack.
All right, guys. Hand 9. This is probably one of the last hands from the 25-50 blind level.
I'm the first one to get in there with a suited ace 6.
Well, at least you're raising it.
It's pretty decent with a
You got
suited
Brian
ace.
dominated. You got Ray dominated on suit. You got Brian dominated on the ace.
Tad and Ray are both taking out each other's cards,
Yeah.
so I like to see that.
Yeah. You're looking like you're in a good spot.
Oh, not anymore. Here comes a better suited ace.
Yep. OJ's got you beat there.
I mean, kinda. I see a lot of
There's
times
a
I'll
lot
wind
of
up in a
action.
chop.
Yeah. Well, then there's a lot of action between here and the end of the
So
hand.
let's see if we get any hearts on here. We got 1 heart for me, and no pairs for anybody.
Nope. We got King 7, and Todd has Todd.
Oh, do have pairs of 7s. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we got some pairs of 7s, and then the turn brings some flush draws for you guys. So now we've got flush versus flush and a pair versus a pair.
All right, Ray's gonna put 450 in there. Gonna get a fold, another fold.
Yeah.
Pretty sure Brian's not coming along for that.
Brian has nothing with a draw to nothing, so he normally doesn't play in these
You know what?
spots.
I hate this call. This was, you know what? I left this tournament hating this call.
I could see why.
I didn't like it. I was bragging on myself. That was a bad play. Shouldn't have called there. And yeah,
Why
I was just hoping to get lucky.
I mean, we can pause this. Why was that a bad call?
Well, he's got me beat. He already has a pair. I don't.
I
I
you can't
assumed,
know that, but you can know that you don't have a
I
pair,
remember
so it's
playing that
likely he
hand.
has something.
I remember playing that hand, and my read was that he had a pair.
Yeah.
That was
okay.
my read on him, and I go by my gut more often than not in poker. Even if
Okay.
I'm wrong, I'll still go with that gut of what information I picked up on. I was already pretty sure he had a pair because again we even saw it earlier where he slow played his ace. He'll like to slow play. He'll be there
Yeah.
with a lot of things that are on that board.
You're only getting 3-1 on the money, and a lot of times you're not going to have the same flush draw. So when he does, like when the flush does come, is he going to pay off? You
Right.
know what I mean? Like you've got to make money on the back end for this to be profitable.
And then also,
So-
if he's sitting there with, say he's sitting there with ace 7.
Oh yeah, that'd be terrible.
And then, I
You
mean,
do
that
catch
that,
your
that
ace.
chops up 2 of my outs if he's got the other one.
Yeah,
So if that comes, then I'm screwed anyway. So I'm literally down to only the flush draw.
yeah.
And I just think it's a stab at trying to get lucky. I don't prefer to play that way of poker. I think mathematically it's a losing way to play.
Yeah.
And I try not to make those decisions.
And I agree, but I will also say that it is the first level. You have a pretty robust stack, and being able to make a nut flush and win some chips early can also help you out in the long run.
That was the goal. That was
I don't
the
think
stab.
it's a horrible play, but I do agree it's probably not the best play overall. So the blinds are up, guys. We are playing 51. We got Brian under the gun with a pair.
At least Nate doesn't have that pair.
Yeah, God. He really does need to get a tattoo of a pocket with some 7s in it.
That's fun.
You really need to step up with that, though. A lot more believable.
All right, Tad's gonna limp along with his ace 9.
Yeah.
Prayers are smashing a 2 pair on the flop or something. Then getting paid.
I understand Brian kind of set mining early from that position.
Sure, I like to do it.
But I think ace 9 is either raise or fold in that kind of middly place that Tad's sitting in.
We'll have to get Tad in here for some commentary to see what his thoughts are on some of these calls. Because
Defend yourself.
last time we talked after, and it seems like we picked a little bit on Jordan's play, and I'm gonna tell you this time we're gonna pick a lot on Tad's play. So I'd like to hear what he has to say.
Sorry, Tad.
About-
Sorry. I didn't know that's
about
what we
some
were
of the
doing.
decisions.
I didn't know. But apparently that's what's on the schedules. But Scott writes it. I just edit the stuff.
I watched all the videos.
All right, so back at this hand. Rob's got 3-4 off. He's calling. What is going on here? I am so confused. Why would you do that?
Right, Rob's play was
5-6? Is 5-6 coming in?
We're all back.
Jordan,
Well, he
you'll play
was small blind.
5-6, but you fold ace 9 suited.
he was
What is
small
going
blind. He
on?
only had to call a quarter.
Jeez.
Nah, he had odds to win. So
You're in the big with suited Broadway. That's a decent hand.
it's a decent hand.
All right, so we got a couple good hands against a couple of landmines.
I have no idea what they have, so no raise on the queen 10.
Yeah, you just got to be careful with the hand.
But I flop
Oh.
a straight flush draw with a pair. I mean, I kind of flopped the world here.
Yeah, that's it. All right, grab the
Um,
shovel, put the money in.
Yeah. I should have checked it. So 225. I'm assuming that I'm against these pros over here who have monster cards, and nobody has anything to battle with.
Yeah, nobody's got anything.
So this was the prettiest hand that I saw all night, and unfortunately overplayed it and didn't make enough money on it.
Yeah, I mean, it is dragon chips. And I will also say that nobody's expecting you to make a hand like that and bet it. So, like, by betting it is probably the biggest cover story you could have told for a hand that strong.
Fair
You
enough.
know, so I don't think it's wrong. I think if you ever want to be able to get that value, you need to bet those hands, just as like with a balanced range of bets and checks, and
And I do.
to keep players on their toes. So I think betting it strong. You've got 5 players in the pot that limped in. They could have literally anything from flush
There's a lot
draws
of
and
them.
gut shots, and somebody could have flopped a straight. Like, there's a lot of action out there. I think on a
I
wet
was
board
hoping
like
someone
that.
did. Just
Yeah,
they did.
I think you made the right play. Just bad, just didn't work out. But
Nope.
in theory, I think you played it perfect.
All right, hand 13. We got Jordan dealing.
Because he's short.
We should be at 50, 100 at this level.
I'm not hitting in the cards instead of
And we're gonna start off with A7. As you'll start to see, people start to tighten up just a little bit, unless you're Rob or Tad.
They're not even in the pot. Tad folded. You're still stabbing him. Rob folded too. They both folded. You stabbed at both of them.
That's just
Neither
this
of them
hand.
are in the hand. What's going on? All right. You've got 9s.
I'm playing
That's probably a good hand.
this hand pays
Why the call? Why not the 3-bet?
Just set mining.
stay loyal to it.
9s is big hand. Set mining. When somebody says set mining, I think 4s.
Nines, I don't know. Nines might as well be 4s.
They also might as well be aces. Up until you get this flop, and then they're not aces at all.
So, for your question, for me personally, I lose minimal.
Yeah, that's
so
true.
flop was not what you want for 9s, and I'm out.
Well, I'm going to give you the option to get out because I'm betting.
Yeah, as you should. Use your scare cards. If anyone's there with anything, you're gonna know real quick.
Yeah, that's very true. And, again, I've got to bet an ace to get called by a queen there, so.
And
it
Brian's
is
not
what
gonna
it
chase
is.
his gutter ball and appropriately folds, and you just move on to the next hand.
Yep. All right. Well, I guess that is the first level and a half here at River City Poker. Be sure to tune in next week because we're going to be getting into the next stuff.
Hit that like, subscribe, and ring that bell if you don't mind. Appreciate you guys coming by.